Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, indeed. We're now going over to Igomu, that's the Covenant Christian Center, where the platform is scheduled to take place today. We'll be joined by Poju Oyemade, the senior pastor of Covenant Christian Center. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today, Pastor. Could you tell us, platform, not a regular church program or activity, but it's going on, and we've seen a lot of dynamism coming up about this one. Could you tell us what informed the decision for platform in the first instance?
The reason why we decided to form the program the platform was that actually what happened was
after the military regime was over in around about 1999, and we got into a democratic system of government. We felt that we should start holding seminars, workshops to have what is called public enlightenment campaign to help to, what we'll say, renew the minds of the people on how to utilize the opportunities that will be emerging from a democratic system of government and a free market economy. That really was what facilitated this.
Well, we do know that a lot of work goes into these kind of activities. Now, for those who may not see what goes on at the back end, is there a plan to ensure that whatever happens at the end of the day is properly harnessed such that you achieve the reason, the purpose for which it was set up?
Yes. What we've done, first of all, is that we do have what we'll call, for want of words, subsidiaries to the major platform program we hold on 1st of October and 1st of May. We have one we call the Young Professional Boot Camp for people between the ages of 20 to 25. We also have from 25 to 30. We also have 30 to 35. We also have mentoring sessions with leaders and captains of industries with these people, where we have a more detailed workshop where people engage more, ask questions. In terms of this massive public enlightenment campaign that happens on 1st of May and 1st of October, we try as much as possible to invite insiders, people that we know, either their voice will be heard by those who make decisions in the country, or they are at the table where decisions are being made. And we believe there have been a lot of right indices that we've gotten feedback from about the changes that have occurred as a result of platform.
I'm looking at the impact that the platform has created over the past years. You've had so many editions in the past, and then you're having this one now. How much of an impact would you say you've been able to generate to empower people a little bit more and achieve some of the results that you expected?
Well, I think, there was once I was trying to measure the impact of something. And the thought that I had was that it's like you have an air conditioning system in a room. And sometimes people say this air conditioning is not working very properly. But if that system goes off, within 2 minutes, nobody will be able to stay within that room. And then you know that actually, it's had some major impact on the people there. So the platform in itself, right, if we really think about it, if we remove the platform from 1st of October and you remove it from the 1st of May, I'm sure a lot of people in Nigeria will tell you that those days will not be what they have been in the last few years. So we've had a lot of feedback in terms of the impact. But sometimes some of this kind of impact cannot be measured directly in figures and with numbers. Sometimes when people ask for that, it's difficult to say that. But with the feedback we get from people, the feedback we get from influencers show that there's major impact that it's making on people.
I want to ask you one question that has been thrown to you time and again, and that is, how do you separate you as a pastor and one that is looking at governance also on the second hand? That question comes up repeatedly. How do we separate a man who is supposed to be doing the work of God and then the man who is also interested in how governance is being channeled in this country?
All right, so there are two things you're asking me here. First of all, you're asking me that as a pastor, all right, my work would be to be the light of the world. But then also there is a second rule that Jesus gave to us as the salt of the earth. And salt is the substance you use to preserve the environment or material from decay and going into corruption. So there's a salt effect, we say, that the church ought to have, all right, upon the society. There is no, I mean, if I was saying I wanted to convert my calling into going into politics and seeking, political appointments or elective office, that would be a different thing. This is purely an educational thing. This is purely to help in educating people on a mass level. Let me just say one more thing as we close. Melchizedek in the New Testament, he was the king of righteousness. He was also the chancellor of the educational institution, and he also acted, all right, in government there. So it's not something new and strange to the scriptures.
So, Pastor, could you tell us, in conclusion, mindsets? Because I know when programs like this come up, you have people who have all sorts of mindsets. Some say, well, no, church, politics, governance. So are there people who are perhaps changing their mindset and perspective about what governance is and how you can still be a church person or a Christian and still play a very active role in governance?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because a lot of times, people, it's amazing that people will say the church is not helping in curbing corruption in the country. Some even say that the church is cooperating, all right, and facilitating that. And then at the same time, a church gets up and wants to have some kind of intervention, faith intervention in things. And then people also say again that what's the meaning of this? But once one's vision is clear as to what you want to achieve, and you are doing it with sincerity of purpose, I think that will be the most important thing in what we're doing.
All right, so Pastor, we understand the Vice President is going to be present today, so we also will be keeping close watch on the activities. We wish you all the best, and thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So there you go, Poju Oyemade, Senior Pastor of Covenant Christian Center, speaking about the platform coming up by 9 a.m. today. What am I thinking? We'll be back in a moment. Don't go away.